Hey, welcome everybody to How to Simplify Building Your Online Business. My name is Aaron Cahoon. I'll be one of your hosts tonight. We have an illustrious panel of people here that have used the same methods we're going to show you tonight to create online businesses for themselves and their families. I just wanted to cover a couple of rules with you guys here very shortly and very quickly. Please, we love that you guys use the chat. We love to hear your excitement and say hi. Just get familiar with it. If you're new to this and you don't know what Livefyre is, just click sign in and create an account. It's simple, name and email and a password, and it's always for you. Okay, so go ahead and do that really quick while I'm opening this up, because you're going to want to just interact with other team members, maybe ask some questions throughout the night, because we'd actually love to hear from you. Now, with that being said, I do have kind of a challenge for you ladies out there that are maybe watching this right now. For each new member that joins during this hangout, my good friend and co-founder Scott Zlateff is going to remove one article of clothing throughout the video. So just keep that in mind. We'll keep track of that. And for those of you that really don't know who he is, he's placed in some bodybuilding contests, and he has been known as the sexiest marketer online, or world's internet sexiest marketer, or something like that. I don't know, but just look it up. You'll find it, right? But do that after the hangout, because what we got to show you is so powerful and is so simple and easy to use. It's going to relieve so much stress out of your life, because I know that right now, if you're like everybody else in the world, they've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on multiple types of training, only to end up with the same result, right? It doesn't work. I spent a lot of money. How do I do it? Well, guys, right here tonight, we're going to show you how simple and easy it is to build a profitable online team with, as little as 30 minutes a day. But if you have 2 hours, it's always much better. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to just kick it over to Scott and let him start. You ladies can hear his sexy voice. Maybe start putting your imagination together. And at any time, you can hit that yellow button and just go ahead and become a member of the team while we're talking. It'd be great. So with that, hey, Scott, take it away. Love you, man.
Yeah, thanks, brother. Wow. Very rarely, everybody knows, very rarely am I actually lost for word and speechless, but you did it tonight, brother. Me taking articles of clothing every time somebody joins. Besides that point, I'm probably not going to do that. But what I will say is, a lot of the stuff that Aaron has said, it's so true, guys. When we first created this, it was with a simple vision to create something that is so simple that the average person, whether they've had online experience or not, they can come online and they can have success. And we were actually doing a leadership hangout yesterday, because see, what we do as owners, as co-founders of the system, we want to know exactly what's going on out in the trenches, because we're out in the trenches too, but we only see one side of things. So we are actually doing a leadership conference with some of our bigger producers, finding out what we can do to tweak the system, how we can help everybody even more than we already have. And I'm going to bring Greg Brown out here after Sandy, because Sandy's actually one of our international people. She's up at 3 o'clock in the morning right now. That's how cool this is, guys. We have people that are staying up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to be on this hangout, to deliver the goods and value on stuff that they've discovered within our system, and how beneficial it's been to their business, their team, stuff like that. Because when you look at the grand scope of this industry, most people struggle. Most people just never seem to have that success. And all of us, we come online, we want to be able to live that dream lifestyle. We want to be able to have the time freedom, the money freedom to be able to leverage ourselves and be able to do things like being on the beach and being able to make money at the same time. Well, the only way to do that is to have a system put in place. And typically most systems are so complicated and they're so convoluted with so many different things, and typically they're just giving you a bunch of different trainings that you buy, which does add value, but in order to really have them be effective in the market, you got to usually buy more trainings to learn how to work the other trainings that you just bought. And so it's this endless cycle, and we've really solved that whole problem with our 110 system here, because every single person that comes in, it's a simple process, just a 3-step process. You go through, click on the yellow link down below, you go through, you finish the 3 steps, and then you start marketing. And we have a Facebook group that has tons of different trainings and a lot of different strategies that are being used today that actually work and are effective. Okay, and so when you start getting involved with the system by clicking on the button down below,
where to turn on the sound,
you're going to see where firsthand people like there's one gal, Ariel Barrett. I remember she came in and she had no clue on how to do any of this stuff. And within her first week, she made her first sale. I remember Fabian. Fabian was a guy who came on board, and he was so excited and elated that he got his first 2 members ever, because he had never done any of this stuff before. And he simply recorded a video and posted a few results on Facebook, and his team literally exploded, and it changed his life. Greg Brown, another gentleman that's I just mentioned, he's on the panel here with us tonight. It's completely changed his life. And rather than hear firsthand from me, and as many of you guys know, I can talk for hours on pretty much almost every subject. But rather than hear it from me, I'm going to go ahead and turn the time over to Sandy, because I want to respect her time. She was kind enough she's been coming to these hangouts with us almost every single week, and she stays up until like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to shut up so I can hand it over to Sandy. Sandy, come out. I know there's some things that you wanted to talk about tonight on some more experiences that you've had since you've joined the 110 method. So I'm going to turn the time over to you. So ladies and gentlemen, here's Sandy from the UK.
Okay, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, great. Right, thanks everybody. Thanks, Scott, for that great introduction. Yes, I'm a bit half asleep actually, because it is quite late here. But I've just had to get onto the Hangout again tonight, because I'm just so impressed with the content that the guys have actually created for us. Just to let you know a little bit about my background, I'm an IT trainer. I'm used to training most of the corporate companies in the UK on software training. I'm also an accredited life coach, and I've been online for the last since about 2012, and I just became an online marketer because I do attraction marketing. I like to connect with people and find out about people and find out what they're looking for. I don't just spam people with, come into this business or whatever. And also give my value, because obviously I've got skills which people need in regards to, how to do something online, how to go into, say, Pinterest or something. A lot of people don't know technology. So I tend to do a lot of training in that way. I've come across 110 simply because Paul Smith in the UK, who I've known since 2005, is a really great friend of mine, and he shared this opportunity with me. And when I looked at it, I really and truly was very impressed, and I am still very impressed with it, because it's a system that works for everybody. It doesn't matter what knowledge you have. If you're a brand new marketer online, or even somebody that's been marketing for a long while, you'll find that this system just works. It's just so simple. And as Scott said, it's actually 3 steps, 1, 2, 3. And all people really have to do is go through and follow the information in the back office. You're copying and pasting. It tells you exactly what to do. It's just so simple. And for me, I'm always bringing people into businesses, online. And this is the very, very first time that I've actually found a system that is so straightforward and simple. All we need is the right people who've got the right mindset, who want to come in, learn new skills, because that's what you're actually doing. You're learning new skills that you can take with you to any other business that you may be doing. So everything is here. It's all set for everybody. If you're coachable and prepared to learn, this is a business for you. All you really have to do, to be honest, once you've gone through the steps, is just learn to connect with people online and just, finding out about their passion and what your passion is, have a conversation with them, and just keep building rapport with them until, they'll say to you one day, what are you doing? What business are you in? Because they might be looking to earn some money like most people are these days. My voice is going. One thing I wanted to say very quickly about the blog that we actually get from the guys, Scott, Paul, Jim, and Aaron, who've actually set this up. The content is absolutely fantastic, and that was very important for me, because when I actually joined and I saw the blog, I looked at it and I thought, this is such good value, because normally what I would do is I'd go to Mashable and get some information, could be on social media or whatever. If I see really good content, I always use my Twitter account and I tweet it, to my followers, but I also tweet it put it on my Facebook as well. So with the blog now, what I've noticed, which is fantastic, I've really looked at this in the last month. I've noticed that because the tweets are going out automatically, the guys have set it up that, you go in on the system 1, 2, 3, and it shows you how to set it up. So if you've got a Twitter account, the blog tweets are actually, blog articles are actually going out onto Twitter. And what I'm noticing straight away, every single day I go into Twitter, I've got new followers. And why have I got new followers? It's because these new followers want good content. So they're looking at the blog and, they're seeing really good content. And I also know that Mari Smith, who does Facebook marketing, I actually went on one of her webinars. Well, I looked today and she's actually following me. Because obviously one of the articles was probably one of hers as well, but she knows about Facebook marketing. So to me, that's absolutely fantastic. My Twitter account has gone up. My clout also goes up as well. And why does my clout go up? My clout score. That's showing how influential you are on social media. And, if you don't know about clout, don't worry about it. You'll learn in time. But it's because me and my team and other teams that are working 110, we actually do the engagement. So as soon as we get something on our wall, we get people coming saying they're liking it, saying sort of things. So my clout score goes up. So what the guys have got is fantastic, because, everything works on autopilot. And that's what it's all about. And I love that, because then that frees me up. I can go off and do other things offline, but I can also come online and actually spend the time, that valuable time, chatting with people and building rapport and just connecting with friends and finding out what they're doing, and, just sending them over a link about 110. So it really is a very, very simple business. It's a great business. The concept is fantastic. Remember, I've got IT training skills, software, and I'm used to technology. I love technology, and this is great, absolutely great. Very impressed. If I don't like something, I let everybody know about it. Just like how we do with, we shout on Twitter. A brand has messed about and done something, but something we don't like, whatever. But this is absolutely fantastic. So I'd like to, give praises to the guys, Scott, Paul, Aaron, and Jim. And I am tired, as you're probably aware, because it is nearly, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. But, just wanted to come on and praise the guys and let everybody know that what we've got here is absolutely fantastic. Over to you, Scott.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sandy. It's always a privilege having you on here. And just one quick question for you, just for some different viewers. Now, typically, I understand the whole attraction marketing type principles that you're talking about. Perhaps some people may not understand the value in the actual blog content that we have. If we didn't have this, what would you typically have to do if you were to use some attraction marketing type principles to bring people to you and to get your clout higher, as you say, and get more influence in the market? How would you go about doing that if you didn't have this automatically done for you?
What I've had to do before, Scott, is I've actually look around on social media, and it just depends on the topic. I might see something that looks something that I think people need to know about. It could be something that's happening on Facebook. It could be something that's happening in the world. It could be something that affects people or could be of benefit to people, you know, something of value, something like, no, Facebook doing a change or something that's going to affect people, or, you know, just anything. Could be a video. So what I tend to do, I look around for content. Obviously, you spend time surfing and, you know, you're doing other things, but you're just looking around as well. So somewhere like Mashable, I always like to go on that site, see something of interest, think that's going to be good, send it out to my followers with hashtags, and, you know, I have to do that manually. So once again, all of what you're doing is automated, so I don't have to be sitting and doing that, and that to me is absolutely fantastic. I'm getting followers every single day. They're gulping it up, they're favoriting my actual, and that's the key thing. They're not just following me, they are favoriting what I put out. And obviously I've seen that before with the stuff that I've tweeted manually myself, but for this to be happening constantly, to me, that's absolutely fantastic, because I know it's good quality. I mean, I go in and actually read the actual blog articles myself, you know, and I've benefit from it. I know other people as well are also doing the same thing, and it's absolutely fantastic. I remember Mari Smith. Remember, she's in one of the articles as well. You know, so we've got good, real content that people actually want online. And to me, that's fantastic. You know, all you've got to do is, you know, you just put your link in with your ID number, and before you know it, that person could be looking at that and thinking, yeah, okay. And then they go and they so happens that they see a big button and they think, well, hang on a minute, I like this content. And might be just wanting to join for the content and don't even realise that, you know, what else we've got behind the scenes. So there you go.
Yep, exactly. And for those of you know who are guests and maybe new to what it is that we're talking about, it's attraction marketing principles. Rather than go out and chasing people and trying to, you know, pitch people on your business, what you do is attraction marketing is it's a way and a method for, it's a strategy that gets you getting people coming to you, and it's through your content. Now, I used to have to come up with this stuff, you know, by myself. I'd create videos, I'd think of topics, I'd do long, grueling blog posts that took me like 4 hours to write, plus the video content, all that stuff. Then I'd syndicate it, do all this stuff, everything, and I'd have to come up with good content every single day in order to provide enough value to show that I knew what I was talking about. And even if I didn't know what I was talking about, I'd, you know, take it from somewhere else, like maybe Mashable or something like that, like you were talking about, and then I'd rewrite it in my own words, so it put me as the quote-unquote guru or the authority figure in the person's eyes, and so that attracted more people to me. Then all of a sudden I'm messaging them in Facebook, and they say, oh my gosh, I'm actually talking to this person, and they know all this stuff. This is so cool. And that's where signups just happen over and over and over. Well, guys, this is automated for you. That's what we're getting at, is the blog content that we actually have. It's automated for you. Once you go through, step 1 is the overview of the whole system. Step 2 is where you actually make the money, signing up for our bronze level opportunity. Then step 3 gets into what we're talking about here, setting up this automated process for you. So everything that we've done is to leverage your time the most, so you can spend more time doing the things that you enjoy doing. Like Sandy, she likes connecting with people, so all of her marketing process is completely automated, and so she's left doing the things that she loves to do, which is connect with people. So thank you again, Sandy, so much, and thanks for the extra little bit there. I know if you got to go, that's cool. Appreciate you coming out and spending some more time with us, and get some good sleep, okay, sweetie? All right, so moving on, you know, we've got some new faces that I'm really, really anxious to hear from. There's a gal by the name of Margot. Now, I see Margot all over Facebook. I see her all over commenting on tons of stuff on the Hangout and everything, and I've been really, really wondering, who is this girl Margot? So Margot, if you can unmute your mic, come out, introduce yourself, where you're from, how long you've been in 110 Method, and some of the things that you like best about the system and your experiences so far. That'd be great.
Okay. Hey, how are you? So I guess I've been in 110 for 44 days today, and I'm actually really excited for the next level. It's something I talk to my sponsor about every day. I've been online, oh gosh, probably 4 years now, and I've tried everything. I mean everything. From like instant rewards, I mean everything. I made a little bit of money here, a little bit of money there, but I always had an issue with my team just falling apart. They weren't making money, so they were gone. And I don't seem to have that problem with 110 at all. You know, I just woke up the other morning and didn't even have a clue and had a message, "Hey, Margot, I'm on your team." And I was like super stoked about it. I'm like, that's awesome. I went to bed and woke up with a new member. So it's pretty cool, you know. And the fact that the whole team retention thing is like really important for me. Like that's honestly my biggest thing. That's been the biggest trial I've had online all this time. You know, that and like you were talking about the whole blogging, because I have an abundance of blogs and spend many hours doing all that, and I don't have to. I can just post, you know, the link, or not even do it if I don't want to. I can just set it up to do it through the IFFT or whatever, and it's just done for me. I love that part of it. And I'm actually making money. So.
Awesome. Now I see you got your little girl there. I've got a 5-year-old, so I got a soft spot, you know, of course, for kids. And so we were talking here a little bit ago. So she's 11. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, so she's 11, and so it must be pretty cool being able to you know, see your daughter. And does she get into all this stuff with you?
Oh yeah, she wants to do it herself, but she's not old enough. She actually commented on our, I think it was the last hangout or the second to last hangout ago. She actually commented, "Hi Mom, I love you," like right under the hangout, and I'm like, oh gosh. Made herself a little account and everything.
Oh, that's awesome. Well,
she
cool.
went on Teesprings, so.
Say that one more time?
I said she went on Teesprings the other day and made a T-shirt to sell. So.
Nice. Future entrepreneurs. Love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, glad to have you on board. Super happy that everything's working for you the way that we've intended it to work. And so you've 4 years. That's about as long as I've been online. I've been online for about 5 years. And I can definitely relate to all the different stuff that you end up going through and trying and never seem to be able to really succeed. But so 110's working for you, and that's what we love to hear. So thanks again for coming out, and glad to have you. Anything else you want to add before we move on to the next person?
Honestly, before anybody looks at anything else, they really need to look into 110. They really, honestly need to give it a really thorough evaluation before they decide to just walk away and not take the chance. And I personally think it's a risk worth taking. Awesome.
Well, thank you much. Appreciate you. And hi there, little one. Can you see you wave in the background? All right. Well, moving on here. Let's bring out my brother from another mother, Greg Brown. Why don't you come out here, buddy? Holler at us, give us a few words of wisdom.
Bingo. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, brother.
Cool. I'm on my 92nd day, Scott, and I'm just ecstatic. I can't wait to get the silver. My eyes is on the prize. I'm trying to get to Royal Ambassador, and it's just been a wonderful ride for me. The one thing that Sandy said is all you have to do is just talk to people. You don't have to pitch them. You don't have to ask them to join 110. All you have to do is get to know people. People want to know that you're a real person, that they can trust you, right? And it's just that simple. I have 67 personals on my team, and it's not been from, you know, like just sitting around and waiting for you guys to give them to me, but I've been actually going out and making friends. I've been talking to 10 to 20 people a day, and it comes to a point where they come and ask me, you know, that they've been seeing me doing it for the last 90 days, and I've had people come to me in the just recently who they know that I've been in 110 for the whole 90 days, but they come to me and ask me for my link because I've been consistent with it. And that's all it is. It's very simple, and I don't even look at it. The way I look at this 110 method is like I'm getting 4 mentors for peanuts. You know, I paid the $7 to get in, and then I paid for the bronze level, which is $39.95, and I'm getting thousands of dollars worth of value from learning from you guys. So for me, it's like I'm kind of getting over. You know, you know what I'm saying? It's like I heard the young man told us the other day that he paid $40,000 for training, Well, I'm getting it for less than 1% here at 110, right? And then I'm learning as I'm earning. So as I go to the next level, I'm learning more. Like in copper, we start learning how the paid traffic works. And then when we get to the next level, we'll learn something else. By the time I get to Royal Ambassador, I will be what they call a guru. So it's just, it's hard for me to even sleep at night to know where we're headed, right? And what we have done this far. And we are not stopping here, all right? So we're going to keep going on. And that's my 2 cents. I'm going to get out of here. I'm not going to burn your ears up. But if you guys are serious about wanting to change your lives, you want to click that button. But before you click that button, ask yourself, are you going to come in and do your part? Because this is a team and a team effort, and we're going to work with you all together. The whole team is working for each other, but you have to do your part. Don't come in thinking that us on the panel is going to do all the work for you. But if you just come in and do a few things, 30 minutes a day, be consistent with it every day, I'll guarantee you you'll succeed at 110. All right, back to you, Scott.
Hey, thanks, Greg. Appreciate that. And you're absolutely right. You know, we like to, you know, if you're new at this, and a lot of things you get into can be extremely, extremely overwhelming. But the way we have things set up here in the 110 method is basically, like Greg said, if you take action for 30 minutes a day, right, you start there. It's a baby step. What you find yourself doing is you're getting faster and faster, and you're taking more action as you get more excited, and things are working for you, and you're reaching out, and you're getting more and more excited. Pretty soon that 30 minutes turns into an hour. Then you got traction, then you got 2 hours, right? But the important thing here to remember as you're progressing in your business, because that's really what we're talking about here, is you building a profitable business, right? We're not just playing games with this system, it's you being a business person. But what happens is with that consistent action is you become better and you don't waste as much time. See, guys, we have eliminated a lot of the time suckers and things that you could be out there doing with this system. We created this to simplify your life. And if that's really something you're looking for right now, if you've been struggling for a long time, like so many people do in this industry, I recommend that you click that yellow button and join with us right now. We have a lot of cool things coming up for you in the future. So now's a really, really good time to just hit that button and get started while we move forward. I'm going to go ahead and bring out Susan. She has been with us for a long time. She'll fill you in on exactly how many days. But she's just a rock star. She's building people. She's reaching out and just connecting with people on a daily basis using our system that we created for everybody else. Susan, come on out. Share your story.
I'm here.
Can hear you.
I'm here. Can you hear?
I can hear you. Yep.
Super. Super. Technology is beyond me, but this system is so simple. I've never had a problem with it. And I think you can tell I can't stop smiling. Just listening to you guys has just made me so excited, and it's just fantastic every day that I'm talking to people and people are messaging me back, and in fact, actually, one of my team members is here on the phone. She can't get to her computer right now, but she did not want to miss the hangout, so say hello to Kim. She's right there. Anyway, yes, it's day 57 for me, so I'm only 3 days away from going copper, and I am just so excited about it.
Awesome.
I've had 10 personals come in, and the best part about it is they're not friends and family. They're people that I've met through the program, through the fantastic ads that you guys have designed for us that I'm putting into my groups, and it's really, really exciting when these people get back to me and start asking questions, and they say, you know, have you really made money? Absolutely. And one of the things that I really impress upon people is the fact that, okay, I've been sort of internet marketing for about 3.5 years now. I have actually learned more in these 57 days than I have done in the previous 3.5 years. And that's the best part of this, because I really feel like I'm learning myself, I'm growing myself, and I'm actually making friends all over the world. And that's exciting for me too. I mean, it's people that you get to know through your chat, or how are you doing today, and oh yeah, you're in New Zealand, or yes, you're in England, and it's great because it's a lot of fun and you can share so much with people. And I basically have to just ditto exactly what Sandy and Margot were saying, and you too, of course, Greg, because it has been a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. I've had a full 24 hours with 3 small grandchildren running around here, and I'm still excited about getting online and doing this tonight. I'm not exhausted because the adrenaline is flowing. I'm having so much fun. Okay, so back to you guys.
Well, thanks, Susan. Hey guys, seriously, we have it set up so that you don't have to be like a computer whiz. You know what I mean? Susan is living proof right in front of you right now, looking into your eyes, saying, I take care of 3 grandchildren every day. I still manage to do this with minimal time, and I'm excited to do it. What more could you ask for, right, Susan? Go ahead.
Right on, yes, absolutely right on. And I mean, it's 9:30 at night here, and I should be flat out. I'm a grandmother. I'm a senior citizen, but I'm not. I'm just raring to go, and I've got more messages to follow up on before I leave this tonight, and I'm really looking forward to it.
That's great to hear. And so basically what you're saying is you're only as young as the 110 method makes you feel, right?
Yeah. Yes, that's very true.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much for coming out, Susan. I'm going to move forward. This guy here, he's an incredible guy, right? He's the man with the lion's heart. I'm excited to hear from him. Vernell Ellie, could you pop on out and just let us have it, man, because I know you got something good to say, brother.
What's up, everyone? Good night. Good night. Well, yeah, 110 method. I'm proud to say this is one of the easiest things I've done online in my 3-year experience working online. Today for me is day 83, and I have about 102 people on my team. That's 102 people, all right, in 83 days. It's a pretty straightforward system, guys. 3 easy steps. Once you plug into the system, if you have no experience at all, they have a 67-day blueprint you can follow step by step every day and slowly progress through the ranks as we have the bronze, and Big Greg is going to silver. I'm also a silver partner. Just plug in, have faith, and this thing actually is going to blow you up all of the water, hands down. So I just wanted to say that, and thanks for having me on the call tonight. I'm usually short and sweet, and take it away, Aaron.
Vernell, where are you coming to us from, and what time is it there?
Oh, yeah, it's about 9:41. I'm in the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, so you're on East Coast time, right?
Yeah. It's
okay.
Like,
okay.
Oh, give me 1 second.
That?
You guys caught me in the middle of you guys caught me in the middle of a message there. It happens, right? We're always kind of like connecting with people and doing things here and there. Of course, what we're doing as co-founders is kind of the production end of it right now. So that's kind of we're communicating back and forth to make sure everything goes properly. Because we want it to be like a major production, right? We'd rather have you watch this than The Bachelor or whatever the hell's going on right now. But thanks, guys, for coming out. Guys, Scott had to run. He was kind of gone for a second. He had to put on a couple of extra pairs of socks because he's starting having to take off articles of clothing. So with that, guys, I appreciate everybody taking their time out to watch this. If you are looking right now for something so powerful and so easy to do, you've come to the right place. The yellow button is what you want to do. You want to click that, and there is no better time than really tonight.
Hangout, man. Let me finish this hangout, and then I'm gonna.
Okay, there's Greg. He was ready to finish it up and wrap it up for us. We love him. We love Greg. Anyway, now's a perfect time because we have some surprises coming up for the team members here in very near future. I'm not going to go ahead and divulge those right now, but now would be a really, really spectacular time for you to take action because, honestly, all the stuff that we've done in the past by spending thousands and thousands of dollars to train ourselves to make money and build powerful teams, only to have those people, like Margot said, come and go as they please, and really make it difficult on achieving your dreams. Well, this is the one place and the one time in your life where we have a system set up to help you build that profitable team for the future. So go ahead right now before we end this, click the yellow button. I'm guessing we're all done, and I love you guys. We'll see you later.